So good evening, everyone, and welcome for the last webinar of this series about the cliche term in our life, love, which we all keep looking for everywhere possible. And that was our, I think, thought process behind doing this particular theme uh, during the month of February, because when we hear so many different things about love around us, of course because of one specific day in the month, but I think that is there in the air, and when people are discussing, and sometimes we subconsciously we try to fix our relationships in that particular definition, and if they do not look similar to the definition of whatever is perfect love in our mind, then we start thinking that this is not a good relationship, or this is not going anywhere, and we keep struggling. So the purpose of doing this entire series was how to make ourselves aware of our patterns in love. So if we go back to before we connect uh, this entire flow to the today's topic, we first learned about how we get blinded in love, and what all the different things we do out of blind love, just because we want to belong with that person, just because we want to feel appreciated and loved. What all the things that we do which actually do not fit with our core. So if you have done that particular work after that webinar, so you must have seen certain patterns, and you must have found your own ways or some insights about where all your love is blind and where it is really healthy. So if you have done that, that is very good. The next step, the most obvious question that would come to you is, how do I overcome this pattern? What do I do with this insight? Right? And you might have taken certain actions, or maybe you have changed certain thought process in your head consciously. So that's what you're doing. But then the next stage, the next webinar, where we spoke about how the flow of love between parents and from parents affects our understanding of love in our own relationships. So if you see how we learn the blind love can be learned when we look at our bond with our parents, and how we have perceived a parent's bond with each other, right? Like we have seen in some cases where a woman might be well accomplished, she's confident, she is good with herself, but when it comes to her relationship with her partner, her spouse, she's very submissive. Why? Because my mother lived like this. My mother always said that no matter what, all of this achievement is outside of the house. But when you enter, you are the wife, and wife has to be this way only. So we have learned certain conditionings, the core beliefs about how a woman should be, how a man should be, how should we behave in relationship. And thanks to the new age online or social media coaches who keep talking about how much to text, how much not to text. So we have been learning all such things, and I'm very sure that in some or the other way, it blinds us in our love. We do not know who we are and how we perceive our relationships and the love in our life, but we get influenced by all of this. So second webinar was about understanding that, particularly with our resource, that is particularly with our source, that is our parents, and then understanding how the blind love patterns have come to formation in our life. Yeah. So with that, there can be a next layer of insight and awareness that, oh, I behave blindly in my relationship like this because I have seen this either with my parents or in the lineage. or at least I perceived it. So that can give us more ability to be free. Yeah. And then finally, we spoke about how much of what we consider is love and how many of our actions actually come out of love, and how many of them we think they are coming out of love, but they are actually coming out of avoidance of fear. And out of that, we at times want to control ourselves or the relationship or the other person. So, if we understand why I'm talking about all of this once again, if we look at the flow of these three can give you a comprehensive understanding about how you perceive relationships, how you perceive other people, how you perceive your own self with respect to the relationship. Capable, incapable, attractive enough, not attractive. I'm good with communication, not good with communication. I'm lucky, I'm unlucky. You know, I don't get what I want. I get, but people feel jealous of me. So, what all the associations we all have? And when we become aware of that, when we become aware of our fixed belief systems about love in our life, that is when we have an opportunity to do something about it. So, insight is a very, very beautiful thing. Why? Because, first of all, it brings something to our awareness from our unconscious place. It becomes conscious. So, the grip that that particular belief or emotion had on us becomes low. It loosens up. And in that amount of freedom, one might find enough courage to do something to change it. Not always, maybe not always an insight can just help us to overcome it, but it surely gives us some kind of clarity, some kind of strength. And certain belief systems can be altered just by becoming aware. Because now I know I can choose differently. Now maybe I can question my old belief. So that slowly I will build opposite belief system, or at least have more realistic view of my life. So if you have done this much work in last 3 webinars, and you have sat with yourself and you have taken your own time, then today is the time to understand whatever you have already changed, that is altered, right? Whatever you are not able to change even after becoming aware of it, that's okay. But the good news is you are at least aware of it now. So you may still continue to cope with life, with the aspects that you can't change, but you will be doing that with awareness. For now, I'm doing this because I don't know how to change this. And with whatever that has already changed, if you can find out your own source of love in your life and expand it from yourself to your life, then you can definitely increase the love or the experience of love in your life. That is the topic for today. How to increase the experience of love in your life. Whatever kind of love you already know for yourself, for your life, how to increase it, and how to learn to keep on increasing it, so that love becomes an energy itself, which we carry wherever we go. Am I right, Priya?
Yes,
You want to add
yes.
anything? Yeah.
I think it was very beautifully summed up. And, if one can actually follow this, as, someone in the group today said that um, I go back and see the videos again and again. And if they're able to do that, then I'm sure something very beautiful will get created for them in life. So the series is, has come up very beautifully by itself. we did have an idea, but it's culminated very beautifully. And so introducing the topic for today's webinar, which is how to increase the experience of love in your life. I'm sure all of us are looking for that itself. And that is something which we crave for, we need, we want, we love to be loved. And that is one experience which shapes a lot of different experiences in life. So, boiling down to why did we choose to say that how to increase the experience of love is with all these 3 webinars, there is an experience of love already which will start happening. There is something which will take you back to who you are and what is happening with you in your life. And once you become aware of that, I think that will bring in a kind of a settling feeling about what does your life mean to you. Yeah. And if we look at this topic from a fresh perspective of how to increase the experience of life, so let me break it down to saying, how do you experience life? And then experience the, or increase the experience of love. So first, to experience life, first, I mean, I feel that many people come with the opinion that experiencing life is about doing something outside or doing something in the world. That my life has this, my life has that, my life, I created this, or I don't have this in my life. So this is how we generally talk. And what I get to listen is life is about out there. There is little life in here. There are people who are connected. I'm not saying they are not connected. But first, the experience of life is that life which came into this body and which grew to be who we are to this moment, right? Isn't that life? That is the life force inside of us, which goes through experiences of life and then creates and then feels and then thinks and then, concludes and then makes decisions and then has beliefs. So it's like, a drop which then gets all this conditioning and all these things happen to it till this very moment. And that is the core of the life inside each one of us. So I think if we just sit for a moment and think that, oh my, there is something inside of me which is breathing, which is, either beating, the heart is beating because of it, or there is something happening inside of me, and that is the life which has passed through all of the challenges, the trials, the tribulations, the obstacles, the good things, the successes, the validation, the rewards, and has brought me till this very moment. Even if I think of it, I start being in gratitude for the journey that this life inside of me has gone through. And that itself brings a smile and an essence of love that thank you. Thank you. You are so, so precious that you have brought me till this very moment. You have kept me alive. You have kept me breathing. You have kept me alive. You have kept this body alive till this very moment. So that for me is the experience of life at the core. And once anyone gets in touch with that experience of life inside of themselves, then isn't it natural to nurture it and to protect it? To nurture it with what it wants and to protect it against what is not necessary. Isn't it very, very natural? Isn't it like a treasure that you have inside of you, which you would want to take care of? And that's how a child is born. No? All of us are born like that. We want to be nurtured. We want to be protected. We want to be taken care of. Right? That's exactly what we want. But that also is not outside of you. There is a point a child grows even if there are no, no one to take care, because there is a way the life takes care of itself. So I think we just need to be conscious of how do we want to nurture this life and how do we want to protect this life. And once that happens, I think that is the act of self-love. That is the act of loving yourself, loving your life. And once that happens over here, once a person gets in touch with this life inside of them, starts protecting it, starts nurturing it, starts providing for it, starts listening to it, its wants, its needs, then one gets connected to the love that they have for themselves, and that expands to whatever it is. Oh, you're scared. It's okay, fine. I'm there to take care of you. Oh, you're happy. Oh, I'm there to celebrate with you. Oh, you're joyful. I'm so happy for you. You did a wonderful job. Yeah. So once that starts happening over here, then the experience of love in your life will start expanding to the world outside of you. And the people in your life, the circumstances in your life will also do all that it takes to provide, to nurture, to protect, to take care of you or the life inside of you. And you in turn will start doing it for other people because that becomes a natural. And that's how the experience of love can multiply, not just for yourself, but will start, expanding to the world outside of you. Because you're in love with the experience of life. You're in love with the life inside of you, which has gone through experiences. Am I making sense, Gayatri? Is that anything that you would like to add?
No, this is perfect.
So I think this is the basic essence of love. So just to connect to who you are, that bit of life inside of you. And when a person says self-love, then the action comes in. All that it takes to take care of this life, which is so precious. It has brought me till the current moment. Yeah. And then whatever it means, I will acknowledge it, I will thank it, I will be by it for in all its good, in all its bad, in all its fears, in all its helplessness, in everything. I'm going to be there, and I'm going to do all that it takes to, make it better or feel better. And that's how you love it, right? So I think let's do a small meditation around how to experience this life inside of you. And how can you start loving it? How to increase will happen naturally in the days to come. The more you get aware of it, the more you can increase it. But first, let us just experience this life inside of us and see, are we able to hold it? I'm sure we are able to hold it, and that's why we are here. Are we able to hold it in love for whatever it has been through? Shall we start? Okay. So find yourself in a comfortable position. Just sit down, or you may choose to lie down, stretch your legs. Just make your body comfortable. Take a deep breath into your body. And as you breathe out, feel your body relaxing with every breath that you breathe out. Feel the relaxation increasing as your breath becomes natural to the pace that is comfortable to your body. The breathing starts becoming effortless. Coming into the natural rhythm of your body. And as you connect now to your body, becoming aware of your body, intend to connect to the life inside of it. And as you intend to connect to the life inside of your body, you may scan your body for that pulsating feeling of life inside of you. You may feel it in your heart space. You may feel it as a pulse just running through your body. Or you may become aware of any other part of the body where this life inside of you is there. Just allow yourself to connect to this life inside of you. Becoming present to it. With every moment passing by, it is just there, pulsating, breathing. It is just there inside of you. Also, maybe waiting for you to acknowledge it. But it is just there. So just become present to this life that has been there in this body. That has kept it alive. You may feel that wave of life flowing through your body also. And you just be a witness to that. It is there. And as you get present to this life inside of you, the first natural feeling that will flow in is a thank you. Thank you for being there. Thank you for holding on. Thank you for bringing me to this current moment. Thank you for taking me through all the experiences of life. To all the successes, the good moments, the joy, the beauty, the rewards, the accomplishments. And thank you for holding on through all those challenging times of helplessness, of fear, of sadness, of discomfort, of ill health. Thank you for holding on and bringing me to this current moment. We made it till here. Thank you. Not everything has been a rosy journey, but not everything has been bad also. So thank you for all the experiences that you have been through and have brought me till here. I love you for who you are. And just stay present to how the life inside of you is responding to you. Is it shrinking? Is it growing? Is it happy to be acknowledged? Is it sad that you took time to come? Just be present to its response. And as you listen to this response, you can silently or tell it loudly to the life inside of you that I am now there for you in the same way that you have been there for me always. I'm here for you now. And I love you so much that I will take care of you, protect you, nurture you, give you what you want. As you are now safe with me. I will not leave you. For now, I have gotten in touch with you. How do you feel as you say this? You may speak to your life, the life inside of you, in response to whatever it has to tell you. How would you like to comfort it? Take your time, be there. Just be present to the conversation that's happening between you and the life inside of you. Feel the love in this space. You may tell the life inside of you, I love you very, very much. And with this, you can feel the life inside of you expanding through your entire body. In this space of love, as every cell of your body carries this life. So feel this love expanding through your entire body. This pulsating feeling of life flowing through your entire body. And you being present to it. With every breath, with every passing moment, this love for life only expands. And as you feel it through your entire body, from head to toe, just connect to the breath of this current moment. Which is also nurturing the life inside. Breathe into the life. Breathe into your body. And very slowly become aware of where you are in your room. Become aware of your surroundings. As you still stay connected to the life inside of you. Slowly, you may move your hands, move your toes, rub your palms on, and place that on any part of the body that you feel like. When you feel ready, you may slowly open your eyes. Take your time. You may drink some water if you feel like, and just be present to the experience. Gayatri, would you like to share something or add something?
I think before anything else, I want to say this, that anybody who watches this video should watch it only after the first 3 webinars. It will add to the best of the benefits. Because in a way, I followed the process. You were guiding us, and I was also following it. And I feel that this can connect us to our core. This process has ability to connect us to who we are in the core. And that could be different for everyone. And with that, connect with the core, then can become the ground for living.
Yeah.
So I really wish everyone here that they connect to that core essence inside of them, and that can happen uh, better, I can say, when you have already removed what is not you. So what we have done in first 3 webinars, and that helps you to overcome certain barriers and patterns, and then you do this, you will connect better.
I agree.
So I think that's the only thing that I want to share. And if I say my experience in one word, I sensed stillness inside. Mentally and emotionally, there was a sense of stillness. Yeah, body went through different sensations. There was pain in different parts of the body, or some other sensations were also happening. But there was that sense of stillness. That's what I experienced. So thank you for that, Priya. Thank you for bringing this available to all of us.
Thank you.
Thank you. And yes, like as I said, I would like to say that to anyone who watches this video. If you haven't watched it before, if you haven't attended any of our webinars in this particular series, go watch them, find them on YouTube, and then again come back to this one. You will see a difference. I'm very sure of that. Thank you.
I think we can stop the recording over here and
Yeah.